Hi everyone. I wanted to start off with letting you guys know about Isis Boutique. So I pretty much try to stay away from negativity. I prefer not to give bad reviews on my channel. If I have any type of problems with the company, I'd rather just keep them off my channel and not even talk about them. But I've had my first bad experience with the company, and this time I feel like I need to discuss it because I bought a pair of shoes from her, and well, let me tell you the story. So the company is called isisboutique.com, and I ordered a pair of shoes from them. Number one, never heard of the company before in my life. Um, I just knew there was a pair of shoes that I wanted that I saw on like Make Me Chic, Urbanog, GoJane.com, and they didn't have my size and the color that I wanted. And I had previously ordered the shoe in a taupey gray color and loved it, so I wanted them in black. They didn't have my size at any of these websites. They were all sold out in black. So I searched online and found that they were at Isis Boutique. Now, number one, Isis Boutique was selling them overpriced for like $10 to $15 more than all the other websites was selling it for. But I was willing to spend $10 to $15 more just to get the shoe. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm the type of person, when I order something from offline, I expect to get my item in about 1 to 2 weeks at most, and I shouldn't have to contact the company at all. That's the way that I am. If I have to contact the company, there's probably something wrong. So at first, everything was fine. I received a confirmation email about my order, and I received a tracking number. I typically don't use tracking numbers because I usually receive my items when I order them in a timely fashion, and I'm usually ordering a lot of things, so I don't really have time to go around tracking all my items and seeing where they're at. So I just expected, I got my information, I should receive my item shortly. So it's about 2 weeks later, and she calls my house, and I guess she asked for me and I wasn't home. So she talks to my mom, and she's like, Kiki ordered, an item from us, and I guess she didn't ship it right, she didn't pack it right, whatever the case may be, the item was returned back to her. Now that's problem number one. I don't have my own company, but I do ship things out, and I know how to ship things out, and I've never had a problem with something being returned back to me. And if you have a company, you should know how to ship items. So that was problem number one. 2 weeks later, I get the call that she still has my item because it was sent back to sender, and that she was going to ship it back out. Problem number two, she didn't send me another email with the new tracking number. But since she said she was going to ship it back out, and I don't really pay attention to tracking numbers, I didn't really care at first. Now, a month after I ordered the item, still no item, no tracking information, nothing to show for the fact that I ordered this item. I'm out of my money and I'm out of the item. So I sent her an email, and I was like, it's a month later, I still have no item, I have no shoe. And I understand that the item was sent back to you, but it's still a month later and I still should have my shoe by now. And I would think that if she's the one that made the mistake with not shipping the item correctly, that she would try to next day it back out to me, or return the money I paid for shipping, or just return my money altogether if she's having some issues on her end. Now, she tells me that she did send me the second tracking number, which she didn't, because I have all my emails. So don't lie to me. Like, that's not even necessary. So I told her I never received any tracking information from you for the second time you shipped it out. Number two, I'd used the tracking number from the first time she sent it out, and it said that information was invalid, as if she had never even sent my item out to begin with. So I basically told her, if you can't give me any valid information, if you can't send my item out, and if you can't provide a tracking number, please return my money. And if you can't return my money, then I will take it up with PayPal and, file a dispute. Which, I'm lucky that I paid through PayPal. I'm lucky that, I had PayPal on my side to use as, basically a threat. Because if it weren't for that threat, I might have never received my item, and I might have just been out of my money. So it's funny because the day after I sent her basically the threat, I got my tracking information, And I got an email basically saying that she mailed my stuff out. And it's crazy because when I, put the tracking information into the computer, into the internet, it basically said she had just mailed the item out the day after I sent her the threat email. So basically, she never sent my item out till a month after I ordered the item. Like, I've never heard of such nonsense before in my life. And of course, she'll probably lie to this day and say that she sent it out or whatever way before. But no, she didn't send my item out until I threatened her that I would file a dispute. Which, of course, if I file a dispute with PayPal, that would mess up her company. So she made sure to send my item out. But the sad part is that basically what this lady was trying to do was take my money and not ever send me my item, and expected that because I wasn't, keeping up on things and emailing her every day, that I basically forgot or didn't care. But I'm just the type of person that if I order something, mail my stuff out. I shouldn't have to call you. I shouldn't have to email you. I shouldn't have to contact you unless something's wrong. But I guess because I didn't contact her, she thought she could get over on me. But anyways, 3 days after I threatened her, I got my boots. So these are the boots right here.